Ladies and gentlemen, it actually happened. RimWorld dropped its first DLC, RimWorld Royalty. Came out at kind of an awkward time though. RimWorld 1.1 came out on the early access type thing, and I went ahead and started a series on it. But as per usual, I started a series a bit too soon because this happened. So my 1.1 save it's still there. We're going to just leave it on hold though, I think. We'll try out this Royalty DLC. If people really aren't a fan of it, we can go back to that save then and just continue the 1.1 series without the DLC. The DLC is somewhat save compatible, but one of the changes is mechanoid towns that can grow and stoof. Well, I don't know about grow, but they can certainly exist. And I don't think that those work on pre-generated worlds. Also, the new faction kind of sort of works. They sort of spawn in a settlement, but worlds tend to have more than just the one settlement when I generate a world with the DLC. So it kind of works, but not hugely. So I think we'll keep that save. If people really aren't a fan of the Royalty DLC, let me know your thoughts. I'm very curious. We'll go back to that save if we need to. If people would rather I do that then instead of the Royalty stuff. But this brings in a whole lot of things. Just a couple in a nutshell. Again, the mechanoids sort of have towns that just kind of exist. And they're dormant by default, so you have to attack them to really initiate, but you get time to plan them out. And I assume they got some really cool things and stuff in there to make it like hugely worth their while. And obviously a royalty system. So there are higher royalty people than others, but the fancier they are, the more they demand and require. Like they could just refuse to eat simple meals and such, and they have to have things like milk and berries, and you have to hand feed them grapes on their throne room and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. Could be a bit of a pain, but if it's anything like Dwarf Fortress, when they start to get too annoying, we just, well, an accident happens and, oh jeez, they died. Man, I have no idea. I don't know why that caved in behind them and locked them in there with a bunch of mechanoids. Jeez, what bad luck, eh? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll check it out. Let me know. But we'll fly into this. We'll get caught up pretty quickly. The 1.1 series wasn't very far along, so we can quite quickly, with a bit of editing, get really caught up fast. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and let me know what you guys think. If you'd really rather I do the 1.1 series without the Royalty DLC, let me know, because that save still exists. I'm starting up my custom Crash Landed 5 type thing, though, because I think the game's a little bit better when you start with just more than 3 people. 3 people is a very slow start. A 5, I believe, gets you into the game quite a lot faster. And it's just the same thing as Crash Landed, but just scaled up a little bit. We have a mace, and just a bit more of the rest of the stuff to compensate for the fact that we've got more people around. I think it just helps you get into it a lot more. I think RimWorld's a lot more interesting with more people, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Cassandra Classic on Medium, reload anytime. As per usual, though, I will be abiding by the rules of commitment mode. For recording reasons, I have to have the reload anytime mode on, though. If I forget to record, or I accidentally removed some raw footage that I shouldn't have removed because it wasn't edited yet, and a whole plethora of things can happen. They shouldn't, they usually won't, but sometimes they can, sometimes they do, and I need to be able to do reload anytime to be able to, like, you know, fix continuity and all that. So that's that, but whatever happens, happens. If everybody dies and stuff, then everybody dies and stuff. And we're going medium difficulty because I really don't want to do kill zones. I really don't. I don't want to wall in the whole colony. The game kind of demands it though, but I feel like on medium it's a little more forgiving if you don't do that straight away. So we're going for that. The seed is Yeti, how are you? We're going with a 100% globe coverage, overall rainfall, temperature, population, all that stuff normal because it doesn't really need to be too fancy. The globe coverage 100 because I like having a full world. There is a new ending to the game though. So while the 100% globe coverage makes the ship escape a little more difficult, the new ending might not care. I don't know though for certain. I haven't looked into the details of it. We get a quest at some point that teaches us how to do all that. So we'll go from there. And you can already see the new faction with a sort of Roman looking pillar type deal. We've got the Refugee Dominion. It's a shattered empire. I don't really know the story behind them, but from what I can tell, there are a lot of nobles and people with like really super fancy equipment. I don't know if they all have super fancy equipment or if it's just like the king or queen's guard basically that has that, but they're very much a classical monarchy type deal going on. The higher rank people have more strict requirements and demand more of you. And they've got like a cool thing where you can basically pay tribute to people that come by regularly, just offloading effectively slaves and prisoners and all that, depending on the quality of them, gives you more or less reputation with these guys. And the higher rep you have, I think the better chances of maybe getting somebody of a cool ranking, a royal title. I don't know. They also refuse to trade with anyone who lacks the appropriate royal title. So like trading here requires a knight/dame. Knight/dame, knight/dame. I don't know if they're all knight/dame. Seems like they're all knight/dame. Okay. So that's the thing. We have to be a knight or a dame to be able to trade with them. But they'll issue quests and we can get the stuff with that. And if we get somebody really fancy, we can call in support and reinforcements, and they come in with crash pods, and their gear is insane. Really significantly good stuff. Like, they're kind of they're pretty much end game. So I don't know how much we'll actually do early on with these guys, but we'll see. We will see. It's not the most interesting terrain, but there's not a whole lot to choose from while still being nearby other people. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this temperate forest. It's mountainous, it's got marble and granite, which is quite good. The growing period is quite long. The temperature's pretty okay. It's really not that terrible of a spot. I'm generally happy with it, and things are nearby. So we've got these guys that are just 0.75 days away. These dudes to raid just 1.11 days away. Them to raid 2.46 days away. Another group of these dudes 1.65 days away. 1.69. It's not terrible. And I think we're far enough. It wants me to be like 4 tiles away from people, so I think that'll be okay. We will go with a 275 by 275, just a larger medium. And let's go. Yep, it's happy with that. Nice. Got a dude who can come in with a mind screw. Inflicts continuous pain on the user. Used by some authorities as a long-term punishment. Some even install them voluntarily as a demonstration of ideological or religious devotion. Gives plus 20% pain all the time. And it's pretty flammable. What the hell? Jeez, unreal. You're also frail. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. No thanks. This one's got a drill arm. Mining speed plus 180%. Plus 180%. You're almost then 3 times faster at mining, but only 50% efficiency, so you kind of break a lot of stuff that you mine. But holy shit, that's pretty good. Can I like take this off and sell it maybe? Market value only 425. Make it at a machining table. Man, we gotta take a look at the machining table at some point. Can also drill into dudes. Great. Awesome. You've got a venom talent on your left middle finger. I want the story on this. A retractable finger talent. I like that. Imagine somebody's like flipping you the bird and the middle finger just slowly rises out from a socket inside the palm. Great. A retractable finger talent connected to a venom pump in the lower arm. The user can scratch an enemy while squirting venom into the wound. The talent is designed to be installed on the middle finger. Oh, it belongs there. Interesting. Okay. Sure. It's another machining table thing, only 210. Alright. Venom talent, toxic scratch, 8.2 damage, 2 seconds per attack. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Really interesting. I kind of want to make a whole village of just savage cannibalistic people who use venom talents to cut down and bring down their prey. Considering 1.1 never really made it very far, I'm just bringing in the names from before. If you're interested in your name in-game, it is a Patreon reward. $5 or more per month gives you a chance for a name in-game. So these are all Patreon supporters that I'm using here. So if you're leaving a comment wondering how to get your name in-game, that's how. But these are just the people from 1.1 because we had a very short run. And while that run's not necessarily over, I feel it unfair just to leave them behind in the dust as we move on. But we have Dosix. You do not do intellectual or artistic things. You're into drugs. You are a body pierced, and you're sanguine, which is quite good. I really like sanguine. It is just a constant 12 mood plus. So with very low expectations and the initial optimism, you are sky high with mood. That's really nice. You're generally just like a shooty, buildy, crafty guy. I don't know. Daddy loader. You are also chemical interest, careful shooter, but a night owl. So you're kind of a strange night hunter type deal. It's a bit odd. You do also have a scratch scar on your arm that reduces efficiency a bit, so your shooting's a bit reduced from that, but it doesn't cause pain. And careful shooter kind of offsets that. Your accuracy is actually pretty phenomenal, but considering you'd be doing the hunting at night, when things are laying down, they're quote-unquote prone, so they're really hard to hit. I don't know how that'll work at all, but we'll see. We've got Lou. You don't do violence. You're a nudist jogger who's also interested in drugs. I don't know. They're really into drugs. More of the general like colony herbalist. You do the plant work, the cooking, and the medical stuff. Thought that was quite okay. Zion, transhumanist, jealous annoyingly, and gay. You do I think I've got you mostly set for mining. Nah, construction, then mining a little bit. Research if there's not a whole lot else. You're interested in just about everything, which is quite good. Typically, you don't have that with the older people. And Raketa Vashbe, we've got set for also kind of sort of mining a little bit. And a decent amount of social chemical fascination yet again. Undergrounder and super immune, which is always a nice one. You gain the immunity super quickly, so I don't really have to worry about you being sick at all, which is really nice. I've got a lot of stuff set up and queued up. I changed the restrictions, the allowed zones. We've got a really nasty cave system up here. Where the game said that this had caves, it was not lying. There are 3 dormant hives, so I've got this whole area on lockdown. Like, don't go up there at all whatsoever. We'll just build off to the side here a little bit. A nice storage area for everything. A line of bedrooms, a dining, kitchen, freezer area type thing set up, which I need to still... a couple more doors. There we are. Just for easier access and all that. That'll all be done later on, though. For the moment, you can work on the table and a few chairs so we have somewhere to eat after we sleep, which is also queued up. Doing this out of largely steel, because there's a massive lump of steel here. Also queuing up some of the power. Growing we've got going on, psychoids, strawberries, rice. We got cotton. We got a little bit of hops and a little bit of hay grass. Psychoid I might need to expand a little bit. I'm not sure, but hopefully strawberries. Strawberries always a nice cool thing. Strawberries themselves also are okay for some nobility. And rice just to get something up quick and fast. And we'll do a little bit of hunting and clearing out. We do have a bear, more steel, more meals up here next to some compacted machinery. Like, it's not a bad map, it's just this massive cave system. It's really doomy. There is a very slight chance that somebody could come in from the north and maybe help clear some of it out. I don't know. This one's a pain. This one I have to do, and there's not a really cool sniping angle at all. I don't know how that goes. Maybe we just like get grenades and just frag out. I don't know. Alright, let's get on with it. Go. Some cool vases here. Steel urns. They've got a little bit of beauty to them. Just 5. It's not great, but I've cleaned them. I've uninstalled them. We're gonna haul them up, and we'll see. It could be something that I just sell because it is cool furniture. It could be something I just put into bedrooms also to spice it up a little bit. Nothing too wild, and I don't know if we can generally make these ourselves. There wasn't a build copy type thing. Maybe at a crafting bench we can do urns nowadays. No idea. Work to build 9. I don't know. Look at the colony working together, getting the storage area built. Oh my god. So good. Couple supports. I don't really need this one, but just for symmetry I'm building it. Steel columns just to help hold up the roof, because otherwise it's a little bit too big, I think. I never know for certain. Get the trees out of there, finish up the roof, then we can finish hauling in the stuff because there's a whole lot of it. I think we'll just have the colony, just everybody working together doing that. Wood floor already going in. We've got some concrete queued up to go in as well. That'll be forbidden though for now. Waiting for more steel being done. Check out the Vosh Bears very quickly doing quite good. Farms. Everything looks done there. Looking good. Kept some of the wall here just because the it makes really good like defense and stuff like that against attackers. We'll have to clear out a lot of the trees and get the chunks out of here still. I have a chunk stockpile going on up here. But we'll see when the time comes. We still have a little while for that. There's other stuff I'd rather get done first. Using the storage room as a makeshift workshop as well, so we can get a little bit of research going on. Currently researching batteries since I'm going with wind power. And then also the wood and stone cutter stable so we can start getting some stone blocks going. And we will probably turn this into a little battery room, because it looks like it's turning into a fairly nice shape for that. Could also maybe be a prison. I don't have a prison yet. Zion, your room's looking pretty okay. You're the jealous one, so I gave you an urn, and I've actually gotten the dresser and end table in there too, because your bed's comfort was... actually didn't really need it. It's a good bed. Well, shit, aren't you special? So you didn't really need that at all, but your room is absolutely better than everybody else's. Just 1 awful, 12 awful, 25 dull. Awesome. The wooden dresser and end table is nice to get it up over a threshold. I don't know if 0.95 is another comfort threshold or not. Yeah, it looks like it could be. Maybe just 0.9 actually. So one of these you didn't really need, but oh well. Actually quite a few good beds too. That's really nice. Good work. 0.75 comfort. I think we'll reinstall the end table and then build a dresser here for you to get you both up and over a threshold for comfort, because the comfort bonus that you get lasts for a pretty good while throughout the day. So I'd like to do that. We're starting to work a little bit on the road and the walls for the eating area and everything, because we've caught up with everything else. A bit of stone cutting's happening. Research ought to be happening. That is after construction and mining. Ah, I see. So you'll do it after mining. You'll also do it after mining. You're actually a much better miner. Let's switch that around. Construct, then mine. And then research. And Rakita Vashbear will have just do research, then mine if there's nothing set. Which, there'll always be something set. So go do that. Pulling some steel along the way. Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Oh, that's so good. Because the sooner you get that done, the sooner we can do batteries. Awesome. Going pretty smoothly so far, I think. Rest of the chunks out of here quick. My ass. The hell was that? Oh, it's just music generally. Okay, I thought it was a sound effect for a fancy letter. An archer from the Pact of Maraha is visiting the colony. Is named Cababust Cam Naboatros. His in height. Few items to trade. Sure. Cababust Cam? What the fuck name is this? What is it? What are you? Alright, welcome, I guess. A few items to trade. I never even got the silver hauled. There's still some stuff out here I gotta haul. I forgot to queue up a bunch of hauling with the colony after the storage area was actually done, so let me do that real fast. This guy has come by with 4 herbal medicine and 45 pemmican and 176 silver. I don't hugely care. Like, at all. Actually. So... cancel. Feel free to stay, maybe even gift me something. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm not interested in trading. At all. Guess I can deconstruct that stuff, sure. What ground we got there? Marble flagstone? Yeah, I'll rip that out. Marble's cool. What's available? The Soft Prey Tour. Well, here we are. Dusros Posos, a praetor from the refugee dominion, is calling from nearby, being followed by an angry snow hare. Oh no! He says he only wanted to see the landscape on a quick walk and never expected such a deadly threat. Oh no! I suppose it is basically a white rabbit, I suppose. Wants me to keep him safe at colony for a few hours until his shuttle can come pick him up. promises not to be offended by your body odors or lack of manners, will bestow 8 royal favor on whoever accepts this quest. This is enough favor to receive the royal title of Yeoman and all the benefits that come with it, including a psychic amplifier that gives psychic abilities. Be warned, these titles tend to become haughty and needy. So I think you always get a quest like this at the start. I'm kind of curious what happens if I give a nudist the title. Because eventually they want like royal clothing and everything like that, but if you're a nudist, I don't think you need the royal clothing. So I think I do that. We'll accept it with Lou. Blammo. And News Roast joins, however, we can't do anything with them. At all. Well, okay, I can control them, I guess. Man, stun, blinding pulse, beckon, and smoke pop. Okay. Sky high expectations. I should be made very comfortable here. 0. Underground or outdoors -3. You got a psychic amplifier 4x. Psychic entropy limit times 60%. Entropy recovery rate times 550%. I don't know anything about that. I can attack you, but every time we attack them and hurt them, these dudes hate us a lot more. And I really don't want to be raided by them right now because they're very scary. But cool. So you've got that. These are your abilities and everything. Nice, nice. You aren't... You're not like super fancy and stuff though. Like you don't refuse to do a bunch of work, which is quite cool. Alright, deports on a shuttle in 3 hours, so it won't be a very long while that you're here. But okay. Come on in. I guess you're out of psychic entropy, so... can cause serious health consequences, including long-term psychic breakdown and even brain damage for significant overages. The higher over limit the entropy is, the more dangerous the effects. Okay, I guess we'll turn that off. There's the angry snow hare, which I'm pretty sure you would have been able to handle. But okay, that's fine. It's whatever. We'll, I don't know, Dossings and Daddy Loader will take care of it for you. We're coming up this left way. I feel like it'll go after Can Bust a Cam, though. And maybe they can take care of it for me? Can you do that? Can you handle it? He's totally unaware. Ah, right out from behind the bush. Come on, man, just take it out. It's a rabbit. Stun locked it. You destroyed a paw. Oh, you got it. It's dead. Well done. We'll go. I think that's that. Thank you. Don't die. Oh, you're self-tending. Well, good on ya. I'm glad they can self-tend. That's awesome. Like, you did a really terrible job with it, but at least you're not gonna bleed out. It's a nipped torso. I think you'll manage. No acceptable food. Ah, okay. So you do have some fancy requirement. Hey, you're helping me build. Awesome. Food requirements. No food available that satisfies these requirements. Right, so yeah, you would only want lavish or fine meals. Alternatively, insect jelly, milk, berries, and chocolate. But I'm planting berries. So down the road, that'll be an okay thing for them. If we can get some milk-producing animals, that'd be nice too. But they eventually get to be, like, needing the really fancy clothing and everything like that. Royal vest, royal robe, just general cloth pants, a psi-focused shirt. Increases the entropy recovery rate. So, like, what, you toggle this on? And you grow entropy then? And then you can... You can then use these things, I guess? Or no, okay, these are what create the entropy. I see. So you can't just, like, spam these things constantly. Gotcha. Okay. Got it. I understand. I'd go down for that hair, but man, it's so far away. I think we will start hunting some buffalo. Shuttle leaving in 18 hours. Shuttle arrived. Load the following people or items onto the shuttle before it leaves. Oh, there it is. Nice. Go, 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 go. Get in there. Thankfully, it didn't land like right next to the insects and stuff like that. That'd be awful. What a nice little thing. Bang. And you can go. And there we are. A psychic amplifier. Quest completed. Lou is a yeoman and a freeholder. Title of freeholder. And also the title of yeoman. You're allowed to use a psychic amplifier. You receive it, where if she dies, his title will be inherited by Daddy Loader then. A new heir can be chosen by contacting the Refugee Dominion through a comms council. Alright, well, congrats, Lou. Congratulations. Hey, yeoman. Nice. Next title is Esquire, costs 6. Sure. Yeah, so freeholder is just having any favor at all whatsoever. Got it. Okay. Nice. You don't really have anything fancy, so that's cool. I guess we can give you the psychic manipulator thing. Install it. Is it easy to install? Do you put it in the ear? Okay. Reached Psychic Amplifier level 1 and has automatically learned the Psycast Stun. Can you do that if you're incapable of violence? Yeah, you can. Run! Ah! And you've gained a little bit of entropy. Alright. Oh, okay, it didn't aggro. Nice. Well, it's like really fucking, it's basically magic, which is kind of weird. It's a bit strange. It doesn't meld very well with RimWorld, but it is certainly a cool thing. Because I know there were mods that added spells and everything like that, and they got really overpowered. Like, I think there's a Star Wars mod type thing that added some Star Wars powers to it, but those were so hugely exploitable. Like, oh my god. I'm okay with it though, I think. Oh, get rid of these plants so we can finish doing the conduit, please. We have so much to do still. I got the coolers off in the corner because it'll be a little harder to attack. I remember attackers always going for coolers and stuff first. So we'll surround it with some granite wall. I've already told them not to have the roof here so the exhaust can still do its thing. And they're decently protected, so I don't have to worry about attackers just like hugging this mountain wall and fucking those up all the time. Trying to think ahead. Trying to be a little bit better about all this. Again, I don't remember everything. It's been so long, but it is coming back to me. So apparently donkeys are a really cool thing to have, people were telling me about. Like, you don't have to worry about them eventually not being tamed or whatever because their wildness is so low and everything like that. Like, they're really easy to tame. They don't really require a whole lot. Like, they're pretty simple, just basic hauling animals. And I got 4 of them here. So I guess we can... I don't yet have hay grass, but I imagine they're okay with just eating like standard grass and stuff like that. So we'll go for a bit of taming and see if we can scrounge up something to try to tame them with. I think there were some berries around somewhere. There is a lot more stuff to research also. Like a bunch of it. I'm not sure what the 0 of 1 is here. They're available via trade and quest. Oh, okay, like they teach me how to do that stuff, I guess. Okay. Okay, sure. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff over there, like, holy shit. think it's pretty wild. I'm gonna go ahead and go for quickly cycloid brewing so we can get that done, and then we'll go ahead and do probably the microelectronics basics to get that going. I don't really care about the name, that'll work. So batteries are done. I got Zion set to mine then construct now, just so we catch up with that a little bit faster. Because otherwise we were doing, we were not really mining very much at all until we were out of materials, and then you go and mine a little bit, and then you do a little bit of construction, and heatwave. I feel like you always get these things like within a week at the start. Ugh. Okay. Well, we'll do... a bit of mining. Something like that. Just a wood door. Vent into these rooms. Would like to have one there. But then we'll build a couple passive coolers in here. We'll vent into the bedrooms. That'll be that. Build a passive cooler, just the one, I guess. Can vent you guys and have a passive cooler. And then probably 2 passive coolers in here. It's a very large area. But I think I'll just go with the one. And we'll see about just doing a wood wall, make that simple. See how that goes. And build copy. DAO 6. We need these vents done. Like, basically right away. We need Zion building a roof. Get the walls and door done. And then work on a passive cooler. Blue, deliver to a passive cooler, get it ready. We're out of wood. No, we're not. It's all just reserved. Right? Yeah, okay, it was all reserved. Zion grabbed it all up. I guess I needed to chop some wood anyway. The thing with the chopped wood is it marks a lot of trees that really aren't very well grown, like 48% grown. I'm not gonna get a lot of wood out of that. But oh well, they need to go anyway. They're kind of in the way. Maybe cancel those. We'll chop the ones down here a bit more, because attackers would be using that. We'll get it. DAO 6 doing some vent work. Work on these first, please, because we got a passive cooler up. It's currently doing nothing. I wasn't intending on doing this right away. I left a bit of room on the mountain wall specifically for this, just to be safe. Vent. DAO 6. Sleeping. Okay. Guess it doesn't really need to be vented either. We could just leave it open. Well, no, because then it's a weird dorm thing in it. Yeah. Go ahead and finish these up. There. Is that okay? 39C out. Holy shit. Keeping these rooms below 30C, so that's good. I might need another passive cooler, though, is the thing. Deconstructing slate columns. Can you plant cut it all? Yeah, lose the plant cutter. Lose the plant cutter who's got weird priorities with that. Ugh. I'm surprised you actually planted all of those. I completely forgot to do that. Cook, then plant cut, then grow? How about? Ah, you're awake enough. Come here. We'll be alright. 30C up here with Rocket the Vashbear. You don't have heat stroke, so that's good. What are all these needs? 8 without table, had to rebuff DAO 6, awful bedroom, unsightly environment, rebuff by DAO 6, chemical desire. DAO 6, what's going on? What's going on with this? Who started that? What? Fucking tease. God damn it. Not the best hunting in the world with a revolver. I might give Dossix the rifle and then have Daddy Loader use the rifle, and I don't even know if Daddy Loader is okay for hunting. Like, the nighttime thing is going to be terrible. The Red Oasis Pact is attacking, still working on the heatwave stuff. We're managing though. It's Huntsman with the club, coming in completely naked. Cool. Melee's not great. Alright. Were you waiting then attacking? I think so. Alright. Enjoy the heatwave then, I guess. It's annoying that you try to max range it. Changing target, he's bleeding them all out. Yeah, maybe you're not waiting then attacking. Maybe you're just straight up coming up here. Daddy Loader, come on out. Oh no, you are waiting. Alright. Or are you? What are you doing? You're not going after anything in particular, you're just moving around. Alright. Take the shot. 47%'s not fantastic. Dossix will kite a bit. There you go. And the left arm. Nice. Changing target, going after Daddy Loader. Daddy Loader can't hit. Didn't I have... Who has the mace? Yeah, Zion's got the mace. And Arcade the Vashbirth the knife. Do I actually want you? I didn't even look. I kind of just assumed I didn't. You don't do mining. Plants, crafting, medical. You at least haul and clean it and stuff. I don't know, maybe? Maybe. Fuck, somebody get this guy into like, he's so quick. Get him, get him, get him. Ah. Well done. That last second bullet with the club destroyed the arm. Okay, well I definitely don't want him now. Good going, guys. Dagnabbit. We'll take him prisoner, I suppose. Working in the battery room as well. I got a lot of stuff going on. Still trying to get going with all this. But at least the heatwave stuff, like, the two up here, it seems to be doing okay-ish. I need a third one, really. Just the one in this room, I really need a second one. Like, all my rooms are so big. They're way too big for the passive cooler. The passive cooler is ridiculous, but this is, it's not that ridiculous. We'll take the club. I guess we can turn this into a prison? I suppose? I don't know. Because maybe, like, people come by for tribute and stuff, you know? Oh, I could have stunned him with Lou. Oh, I gotta remember I've got that. Give him, yeah, just the basic medicine, please. Nothing too fancy. Please and thanks. And yeah, the Muffalo. Hunt that one that's already down, please. I think I will have you switch weapons with Daddy Loader so you can actually hunt with a rifle. Killing blow. So whenever you're up, we'll go ahead and do the switch. Because I don't think you hunting at night's going to be cool. Just no matter which weapon you've got. And a careful shooter with a handgun might be alright. Careful shooter with a rifle is a little bit too long of an aiming time, I think. And yeah, Freezer's holding in there. I got two of these guys at -1. And then this guy on -2 just to help push it a bit more below the threshold. And then this guy to pound out a lot of temp to really get it going. If it wasn't for this 42°C outside heat wave, these two would be on low power all the time. Heck, probably maybe even you on low power. So they only use 1/10 of what they normally use, while those guys just maintaining the extra cold environment for the doors opening and everything, because I don't really want to do an airlock. Just, it's too big, it's too fat, too ugly. I don't want it. I don't want it. God, this steel pocket just keeps going. This whole thing. Man, not complaining. I need this steel. We're actually, like, out of steel, basically. That's all we've got up here. Just still trying to get, like, everything cooled off enough. The heatwave seems to be dying down. Yeah, heatwave's over. So we can If you have high enough fuel, does deconstructing do anything? I feel like no. I feel like no. We'll... Yeah, get rid of that wall. Just get rid of the wall. This area we can eventually clean up. Just like mine these out to open them up so I can get the vent moved over because that's driving me a little bit nuts, and get the granite wall in. Over here, actually. So yeah, mine up all that. We'll build the vent. Basically just move it over. Then deconstruct it. Yeah, we got nothing for that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, fair enough. The evaporative coolers may as well just stay then. They're alpaca. Alpaca. Because they're not hurting anything right now. I'd like to tame those. How's that hay grass doing? Probably not great from all the fucking donkeys that are coming over, eh? Damned things. Just hanging out eating all my crops. But maybe we can try to tame them with rice? Okay, the Vache Bear? Yeah, you can. Well, okay. Yeah, handling one for both you and also Dasix. Do it. Oh. Oh, okay. Ah. You are trying. 38% chance with Dasix. Arcade the Vache Bear. 42% chance. Pretty okay. I mean, it's a bit of a rice supply that we're using for that, but that's okay. We hunted the buffalo. We got a bunch of meals set. I've got the ×4 meals being made until we maintain 40 simple meals. Seems to be going okay. The buffalo, I think 3 buffalo was enough to do all that. And power outage. I can probably go for the second turbine. I think I will, in fact. Second turbine. It's 100 steel 2 components. We got the steel now. The rest of the stuff's looking generally finished up. Can you please real fast do that vent? And then with that steel. Thank you. Huntsman, how you doing? Healed up okay. Left arm still destroyed. What destroyed that anyway? Huntsman's liver and torso damaged by Dasix's bullet. Zion slammed Huntsman with her mace, shattering the left arm and wounding the left shoulder. Well, that'd be it. Zion, you fucked it. Ah, Zion. You're too good. You're too good, Zion. Caravan from Eastern Hat Baron is an exotic goods trader. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this exotic animal they've got, a cassowary. Whoa. And a boomalope and way to make everybody turn around. Clemens, you suck at this. My buffalo's gone mad. I can't control it anymore. I'm so bad at my job. We'll just follow him then, I guess. There's another donkey? Where are the rest of the donkeys? Oh, we had gotten a donkey. Oh, we got both of these donkeys. Oh, I completely missed that. 2 donkeys. We'll manage areas. A new area for animals. Good job with the donkeys. The animals can hang out generally in the middle of everything and out and about. Near the farm, but not on the farm. You can also hang out pretty much everywhere out there if you'd like. Just watch out for the insects. They're no bueno.